now available in paperback and e-readers. Spellbound, A Darker Shade of Black. Get your copy today at your favorite online bookseller. One of my viewers wanted me to talk about female bullies, and they were telling me about a child in their family that they knew who was being bullied by a girl. And when I heard their story, it took me back to the dark days of Park West High School, where I had to encounter a female bully when I was 15 years old. And because I didn't know how to deal with that female bully, things got a lot worse for me. And I don't want to see that happen to that young man. And I have some advice for that young man on how to deal with a female bully. Now, many boys believe that there is nothing that they can do about a female bully in our gynocentric society, because in our gynocentric society, when girls behave in an out-of-pocket and out-of-order fashion, what happens is in our gynocentric society, we have a whole bunch of white knights who run to her rescue, and then she goes out here, and after she throws her rock and hides her hand, she goes out here and makes herself out to be the victim. Now, this is something that happens with your female bullies all the time. They will go out here and do dirt to a boy or a girl, and then whenever that person retaliates in self-defense, what that person does is go out here and put on the extra salty tears and makes themselves out to be a victim. I go in depth on this type of bullying in my novel, Spellbound, and when I talk about it in the novel, I show how the Matilda Crowley character is dealing with a female bully, Chantel, and her girls who are tormenting her, and how her original approach, which is to go out here and put hands on that person, really doesn't work. Now, when it comes down to a female bully, the reason why many female bullies go out here and attack boys and girls is because they are insecure about the place that they're in a social circle, and because they feel insecure about that person being more attractive in the social circle, they look to go out here and break that person down and humiliate them to force them out of the social circle. Because female bullying is all about social circles and all about driving people out of social circles who they believe have more confidence than they do, have more positive energy than they do, or are happy and at peace with themselves. And what they want to do is take away your happiness and your joy, and they want to bring you down to the level of misery that they're on. And what a boy or a girl needs to understand about a female bully is that you cannot allow them to take your power, and the way you keep your power is you have to go out here and set a hard boundary with that person from minute one. Because if you don't go out here and set a hard boundary with that person from minute one, what you're going to do is send a message to other boys and girls that it's okay to go out here and disrespect you. And when you send that message by giving a female bully a pass for her out-of-pocket and out-of-control behavior, what that does is it opens a floodgate of little people going out here looking to start with you. And as these people go out here and see that you're allowing her to disrespect you, they believe they have a right to disrespect you. And again, this is why you have to set a boundary with these kinds of people from minute one, because if you do not set a boundary with people from minute one, what it's going to do is, again, send a message to everyone out here that it's okay for you to be disrespected. Because in societies, the female is considered the weaker of the species, and if the weaker of the species is allowed to go out here and be able to push past your personal boundaries, what that does is send a message to others, both male and female, that it's okay to go out here and push past your personal boundaries because you have no personal boundaries. And this is why it's important for a boy or a girl to learn from minute one that you have to go out here and set a boundary for how you are treated, because if you allow a person to mistreat you from minute one, what that does is let them other people know, okay, she's getting away with mistreating him, then I can get away with mistreating him as well. And again, the only way you stop a person from mistreating you is to take your personal power by taking your respect. And by taking your respect, I do not mean getting physically confrontational with a person. No, I mean hard checking a person and letting them know where the line is as related to your body language and your eye contact. And your eye contact is the first thing you're going to do when you're dealing with a female bully, whether you are male or female, because your eye contact is letting them know that you have confidence and letting them know that you are going to stand up for yourself. And as you make your hard eye contact with that person, you are then going to let them know that they are not going to cross the line with you. And as you go out here and you hard check this person by using your voice and going out here and speaking from your heart, this is going to let this person know where the boundary is with you, because you are going to go out here and take your respect by standing up for yourself. Because taking your respect is extremely important, because this person isn't looking to give you any respect, because in some cases this person is jealous of you. They're jealous of your confidence. They're jealous of your presence. They're jealous of your energy. And because they are jealous of these internal things as related to your character, they want to break those things so that they can feel like they can have power over you. But in order for you to be able to live a healthy and abundant life that the Most High has given us, you have to go out here and stand up for yourself. And you have to stand up because nobody else is going to stand for you. That was a hard lesson I learned for many years from going from IS 148 to Park West High School. The only person who is going to stand up for you is you, and you are the only one who allows people to come in your life. And when they come into your life, they have to come and engage you on your terms, because it is your terms that are the ones that people are allowed to engage you on. And you have to go out here and set hard boundaries for how far people are going to go with you. And a bully can only go but so far, and they only go as far as you allow them to go. And when you see somebody participating in disrespectful and out-of-pocket behavior early on, that's when you draw the line, and that's when you let that person know they are going no further with you. And if they are continue to be out of pocket, you will cut this person off in any social or any type of business situation, because this person does not respect my personal space. This person does not respect the boundaries I have set for them. And since they do not respect my personal space and my boundaries, I am not allowing this person to come near me. And if this person comes near me, then I am going to deal with them by checking them. Or if they escalate their behavior, I will use physical force to deal with them. Because sometimes when you're dealing with these female bullies, they feel so emboldened by our gynocentric system that they believe that they have a right to put a hand on you. And that's something that you have to deal with self-defense. And I do not mean going out here and beating up a girl, but I mean standing up by if you're a boy and they try to put their hands on you, you stop them and you go out here and defend yourself by going out here and letting and restraining her until she decides to stop. And again, that you don't even let them get that far to that point, because if you go out here and you speak in the right tone and you make eye contact, you can shut that person down, because when you shut that person down, you are taking your personal power. And when you take your personal power, that's one of the greatest things you can do, is take your personal power, because how people treat you is how you allow them to treat you. And you do not stand for anybody mistreating you. No, that's something you do not allow in your life, because if you allow people to go, again, start getting away with this stuff at an early age, I can tell you from personal experience, it's only going to get worse. And it's only going to get worse because you are allowing it to get worse, and you cannot allow this kind of behavior to get worse, because again, just like I told you earlier, if you allow this female to go out here and believe she can get away with disrespecting you, you are sending a message to other people to go out here and believe that they can go out here and disrespect you. Because when you allow a female to go out here and believe that she can go out here and be disrespectful towards you, what you are doing is saying to people that they do not need to respect you, and what they are learning is to pity you. And they're learning to pity you because they see you as weak, and because they see you as weak, they don't see you as anybody they need to regard. So instead of seeing you as somebody they need to put first, what they do is see you as somebody they need to put last. And you will wind up being last in life, never achieving or accomplishing anything, because as this woman goes out here and emasculates you and takes away your personal power, you will not be able to achieve what you want to achieve. You will not be able to get out here and get the goals you want done, because you went out here and gave a woman a pass to go out here and disrespect you. And because people see you getting disrespected, they pity you. And again, pity eventually turns into contempt, and that contempt means that people learn not to regard you. And again, this is why it's so important for a boy or a girl to learn how to deal with a female bully, because a female bully is one of the weakest bullies. She's one of the weakest bullies because she wants to go out here. She feels powerless in a lot of situations, and she cannot go out here and fight you face to face in many situations on her own. No, in a lot of cases, when you're dealing with a female bully, she always looks for either the weakest guy or the weakest girl. And in order for her to get power, she goes out here and gets other people to help her go out here do her dirty work. But when you're dealing with the female bully, she's the easiest to shut down, because if you check the female, what happens is other people start in the social circles that you're in, they start to back up, and they start to back up because once they see you deal with her disrespect, they learn how to respect you, because they understand you're setting a boundary for how you will be treated. Because with the female bully, she's got to go out here and do these sneaky attacks where she's going to throw rocks and hide her hand, or looking to use slick comments, or she'll go out here and make these threats talking about, I'm going to go get somebody. Well, the way you deal with her is to say, go ahead and get somebody, because I'm dealing with you right now. And if you go out here and talk about bringing somebody in, I'm going to deal with you so that you will be dealt with later. So that's how you deal with them right then and there. And again, these female bullies, they are very treacherous in some cases, because sometimes when these female bullies lose, what they like to do, especially in the case of a guy who checks them, is they like to go out here and find themselves a nice gullible simp, and they'll call themselves putting on the extra salty tears, and they'll go out here and send this simp to go out here and do bodily harm to someone, and that poor, stupid, deluded idiot won't understand that he's being manipulated by a female predator who doesn't care about him. And that's one of the more dangerous things to deal with. But you have to take your stand as a man. Because as a man or a woman, you have to take your stand against a female bully. Because again, a female bully, she only goes on with her ratchet behavior because people allow it. But you have to go out here and again take that stand for yourself. Because if you don't stand up for yourself, she will put you down, and she will wind up leaving you down broken, and you will not be able to, again, live that abundant life that the Most High has for you, because you're going to be living in fear. And I can tell you from personal experience, it's not worth living in fear of these kinds of people. I mean, you have a right to live your life in this world, and you have a right to go out here and be yourself, and you have a right to go out here and be treated the way you want to be treated. And if people do not give you your respect, and you're in a place like a school, you have to take your respect, because in order for you to be able to go out here and do your classwork and be in that class, you need to have your respect. And again, if this person doesn't give it to you, you have to take it by checking them. And if they keep going, again, then if you're in a school, then you go to the administration and deal with this person. And if this person continues to escalate their behavior, then sometimes you have to do like Matilda did in Spellbound, and you have to leave that environment, because you cannot stay in an environment where these kind of people are enabling this person's out of control behavior. If you've gone out here and set boundaries, it usually shuts things down. But if they continue to escalate, sometimes you have to leave. And that's what I had to do with the Park West situation. It was just out of control. But that's because I didn't know how to handle myself as a man back in 1989. And now that I know how to handle myself, I know that when you're dealing with this female bully, again, the most important thing you have to do is shut them down early on, and you have to let them know where your boundary is, because when you let them know where your boundary is, they understand that they are not going to get away with trying to humiliate or embarrass you or disrespect you, because you respect yourself. And because you respect yourself, you're not going to let anybody go out here and mistreat you and be able to go out here and make you look like you're less than, because you understand your value as a boy or a girl. And because you understand your value as a boy or a girl, you understand that you are somebody special because the Most High made you, and you understand that you have value in this world, and you're not going to let anybody take your value because you respect yourself. So dealing with female bullies, it looks like it's something that can't be done on the surface, but the whole thing is it can be done. And the whole thing is that you cannot go out here and be afraid. One of the things that female bullies like to do is they like to use their voice. They like to be loud to try to intimidate you. They try to like to use profanity to go out here and scare you. They like to go out here and call themselves getting into your personal space to try to intimidate you. But you as a person have to let them know where the line is, because if you do not let them know where the line is, again, nobody else will. Parents can't let them know. Teachers can't let them know. Administrators can't let them know. You have to let them know. And the only person who can go out here and make them understand that you are not going to be their whipping boy or their whipping girl is you. And that starts from, again, minute one. And this is a lesson every boy and girl has to learn, how to protect their personal space by setting hard boundaries. Because, again, what you allow into your personal space and who you allow into your personal space sends a message to the world about how you will allow yourself to be treated. Now, I'm hoping this advice helps the viewer and the child who is dealing with this bully, and I'm hoping that it helps them resolve the situation, because as a guy who was bullied in his teen years, I can tell you, again, from personal experience, If you do not deal with this right now, it's only going to get worse, and it's only going to get worse because you have to learn how to take your personal power, and you have to learn how to set the line for how people are going to treat you. Now, if you want to learn how Matilda overcame Chantel the bully, you can pick up my novel Spellbound on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find Spellbound at other online booksellers like Smashwords, the iBookstore, Google Play, and Barnes & Noble. And if you want to see me make more videos like this one that a viewer requested, you can send a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Spinsterella. Discover the dark side of love in this goth and lovely romance with Spinsterella. Get Spinsterella in paperback and e-readers at your favorite online bookseller today. Now available in paperback, John Haynes at Death's Door. The man who rules the world takes on the Greek god of death in this action-packed John Haynes series adventure. Pick up your copy of John Haynes at Death's Door at Amazon.com and other online booksellers everywhere.